Hey, beautiful friends. This is Sarah Blumenfeld with Networking Done Different, an outreach of an invitation to more.com. This is a special series highlighting the service providers and vendors for the Galveston Metaphysical and Healing Fair at the Galveston Convention Center on Saturday, April the 6th, 2024, from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. I'm joined right now by Tre Bradley of Consecrated Indigo, and he's going to share with us what he will be offering at the fair. Hey, Tre.
Hi, how you doing?
Awesome. You are a busy guy at that fair. I was just saying before we came on the show that when I've seen you down there, you are busy the whole time.
Yes, it's I think what's beautiful about it is that people either feel or sense that there's something that I can offer that might be helpful. So I really just rely on my prayers and that person's energy that seems to resonate with what I'm offering. And then they share and then they tell someone else. And for a note, I get a waiting list.
Right? They grab people by the arm and drag them. You've got to come and see him.
Right.
So describe a little bit about how you work with people.
So my offerings, what I've set up is three primary offerings.
Okay.
I offer something called a 511. I call it 511. Basically, it's what most people may understand as chakral balancing or alignment.
Okay.
And I'd rather say, yeah, it's more balancing and aligning the chakral system, the energy centers in our body.
Mm-hmm.
The uniqueness could be the fact that I work off 11 chakras in that, or 11 major chakras. I know a lot of people feel there's other chakras outside the body, but these are referencing actually the chakras in the body.
Okay.
And I usually have a chart present where people can see, and I'm just pull this off the board, just quickly
Okay.
see there's 11 centers.
Okay.
And it's not that there are not seven, there's seven, but they're just not only seven.
Yeah.
And that makes a difference because there's certain ailments and issues that actually require addressing certain chakras that if you're not aware that they exist, you can't really do much for someone.
Sure.
And being that the spleen actually has a chakra and it's on the front and back side, as well as the Ming Ming, which is what you call the gate of life, is actually at the lower back. And so it deals with blood pressure. So if someone has high blood pressure, you don't know that that chakra exists, you'll be pretty
Mm-hmm.
stuck, right? In terms of being
Right.
able to really effectively support that person in their healing.
Yeah.
So I think that's a unique thing. They read the chart and they see that, oh wow, I didn't know about these other chakras, and maybe it can help. So the 511 addresses all 11 chakras, and roughly it takes only about 5 minutes where I'm just doing an overall cleansing,
Oh, I see.
washing and cleansing, and sealing up holes and cracks that might be in the aura, usually
Mm-hmm.
are.
Mm-hmm.
Cutting cords. People are not aware that sometimes you're harpooned from all different types of people and your energy is being drained and you're being depleted. So I make sure to disconnect that so you can actually feel your energy return and you're much more increased in vitality, a higher increase in vitality. So
Okay.
that's the 511. And then I offer probably my specialty is emotional healing because by my day-to-day work, I'm also a relationship counselor and I counsel families, couples, individuals.
Okay.
And being able to integrate this process of emotional healing is very powerful. So if someone has long-standing trauma, you went to therapy, you've done everything, you tried to talk, some things cannot be talked out.
Right.
So the benefit of what I've been able to offer is because I'm a multi-dimensional healer, I can work on the plane, which is usually the mental or the causal plane, where a lot of our karma comes from.
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to do healing on those planes, which if you tried anything, you recognize that, the trauma is still there. And I've done all these techniques where some
Right.
of the frequencies you have to have a lot of divine energy to remove certain traumas and certain entities that people that start to feed off of that trauma.
Mm, yeah.
So
Okay.
deep emotional healing is one of my popular offerings. And the other one that has also been really popular is psychic diagnosis with the spiritual healing.
Okay.
That's very unique in the sense that in that session, I'm sitting across the person and I give you a little notepad and a pen. And what I'm going to do through your permission is tap into your higher self. We all have a higher version of us, that spark that's in us that really knows what we really need. But when you get overwhelmed in life, all
Mm-hmm.
the stuff fills up your aura, all the noise, all the stress. You can't hear your higher self speak to you clearly.
Yeah.
So you take someone like myself, and I become like an operator. And I'm able to hear what your higher self is trying to get to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just becoming the mouthpiece for you to hear you better. So
So
you give, go ahead.
the paper that you give them is for them to write down what you say? Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
And sometimes very, what I mean is very detailed instructions, and
Mm.
you know it's pertaining to you because like, oh, how would he know that? Like
Right.
it could be something as simple as you have a plant in your house and that plant needs to be watered and you need to spend time with that plant because it's actually going to help you connect with yourself and practice better breathing. It could be something so personal
Oh,
to that
wow.
individual that will open up a pathway for them to
Mm-hmm.
grow and evolve. Because so the psychic diagnosis is about people who are just feeling stuck,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Career, relationship, not letting go, why they can't let go, why they keep running through the same pattern, same cycle, same outcomes. So when I do the psychic diagnosis, it gives you very detailed instructions on, oh, this is what I need. I need to let go of this. I need to implement this. And then
Mm-hmm.
I can get and expand and grow into where I need to be. So then I also do a little bit of the healing as well to help support that.
Mm-hmm.
Most of it is it's about 20, 30 minutes of a session. It could end up being 45 sometimes. It just depends on how much information is coming out,
Yeah.
and giving the person time to write it down.
Okay.
But yeah, so that session is a little bit longer, but it's also been very popular.
Yeah. Wow. But those all sound quite beneficial.
Yeah, yeah. People have been giving a lot of positive feedback and testimonials to what the impact has been for them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How long have you been doing this work?
I'll just say my officially, I mean,
Before this lifetime.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So officially, because I studied Reiki. I went to massage school years ago, and I took Reiki while I was in massage school, early like 2000, 2001.
Okay.
So I've been a practitioner of energy work for a long time, but
Mm-hmm.
to the level that I'm at now, I'll say in the last since 2018, yeah, 2018, 2019,
Mm-hmm.
where I started learning pranic healing. And pranic healing is the modality of choice in terms of the method of how I work with energy,
Oh,
right?
gotcha.
All of us kind of have innate gifts and talents that we
Yeah.
bring to the world.
Yeah.
Pranic healing gave me a way to organize it, to make it make sense, and to allow my intellect to align with something that was beyond the intellect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
So
like
yeah,
how you said that. It allowed it to like organize and make sense. It's like, oh.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's
Yep.
awesome. So you said you are also a counselor as well?
Relationship counseling. Yep.
Okay. So do you what do I want to say? Tell us a little bit about how is that your business during the regular?
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
I pretty much, I've always approached whatever I do as a holistic approach.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
I've always seen the tools that I use are just tools, and I use the proper tool for the being, right? The person in front of me,
Right. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And sometimes people, it is just counseling, and sometimes they only need to learn how to meditate. They may just need to learn some breathing techniques, right? To have a sense
Hmm.
of, self-control, self-regulation.
Right.
So it depends on where they are, and I try to meet people where, but I'm always viewing you as a whole being, multi-dimensional being, more than what meets
Hmm.
the eye. And so what's interesting is for a while I kept the two separate. I do my
Okay.
healing over here, and if people meet me under that category or that label, I
Right.
work with them. And then I did my counseling over here.
Okay.
But the day that I finally let that go and say, you know what, I'm a channel, I'm a facilitator of what is
Hmm.
needed, I stopped separating it.
Yeah.
And I started getting more clients who wanted counseling but hired me because of the spiritual part.
Right.
They're like, no, I need something on that plane, on that level.
Right.
I've
Right.
already done regular therapy. I need this level because I think this is dealing with something on a much higher level.
Exactly. Exactly. So when our friends come to the fair, then if they would like to access your service, be best for them to come over and get on your list so they make sure and have an appointment, right?
Yes, but I do have a link. I think
Okay.
I need to send this link to Kathy, and I can probably send it to you, but I do
Okay.
have a link that I started to send out before I do an event so you can pre-book and
Oh, okay.
schedule your session.
Oh,
That way you're in there before the rush of people who are just seeing it and then signing up from there. Because I mean,
right.
there's been times I've had a 2 hour wait.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I mean, it's been really interesting.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely send me that link and I'll put it in the show notes so that our friends can make sure and access that.
Yeah, yeah. No, I would do that right away. I just need
Yeah.
to make it fit for the event. I just need to change the address and some other things, and it'll be ready to go.
Okay. Okay. And how do our friends connect with you outside the fair?
They can reach me on, well, I'm rebuilding my website, so I have a website that is not ready yet. So
Okay.
the other one they can reach me on is Learn Love to Grow, and that's I primarily use with counseling, but I get those emails directly. I'm going to send you that in the message.
Okay.
So it's learnlovetogrow.com.
TO or the number two?
The number two,
Okay.
the number two, grow.
Okay. So that's a website.
That's my website. Yes,
Okay. Are you on social media at all?
absolutely. Yes, on social media, it's Coach Tre Bradley. So I go by Coach Tre is my handle.
Okay.
Um, so at Coach Tre Bradley on Instagram and Coach Tre Bradley on Facebook.
Okay, good.
And I think Coach Tre Bradley as well on TikTok. I'm not on Twitter or anything, but I think that's right.
So if someone's thinking about having a session with you, is there anything you advise them to prepare, like come with a certain idea in mind of what they want to work on, or just see what you see?
Yes, 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 yes. So that's a good question. So there is a preparation process.
Mhm.
And the reason why that's important is because healing is it's all about matching the frequency. So if you are in a lower frequency, lower vibration because of whatever you're going through, uh,
Mhm.
healing is possible for you. But what happens is you have to increase your receptivity. And increasing receptivity is, just seeing yourself, knowing that you actually want to be healed, that you're really open and willing to let go. So I always ask people three questions. Are you ready? Have you gotten to that point where you're sick and tired of being sick and tired? So you're literally ready. There's
Mhm.
no secondary subconscious need to hold on to this any longer.
Right.
Are you willing to let go of, and you name it, it could be letting go of the self-doubt, self-trust, the letting go of the, you know, anything that you believe is kind of holding you back from moving yourself to the next level or growing and evolving.
Mhm.
And then the third one is, are you open? Are you open to this form of healing? You know,
Yeah.
because if you have a bias against it, doesn't matter how powerful or spiritual I am, no matter what my abilities are, I can't force you to get better.
Right. Right.
You know, whatever I do, it might be you might feel a little bit, but ultimately, for it to really absorb,
Mm-hmm.
you have to be open and you have to want to get better. You don't have to believe in me. You just have to believe that you can be better.
Yes.
I always tell people you don't have to believe in this stuff. Just want it to work for yourself. Just believe
Mm-hmm.
enough that you want it to work, right? And that's
Right.
enough.
Right. Yeah.
So that's preparation just from the mindset.
Yeah.
Other things I suggest for people is to take a salt bath or a salt shower. Salt is very powerful for like cleansing the auric field.
Mm.
So you just regular salt, not Epsom salt. You take like
Okay.
a 2 or 3 pounds of regular salt. You can get rock salt or table salt
Mm-hmm.
in the tub and try to soak in for 15, 20 minutes. You can even add lavender oil or tea tree oil to the salt before you put it in the tub,
Okay.
and then you soak in it and you let it hopefully get your face, get your head and everything.
Mm.
Throw your whole body and just imagine all the salt is just pulling out all the negative cords and congested energies and disease energy out of your system.
Nice.
Okay. And then you get out and you shower off and wash off the salt.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a preparation. And not to wear any leather, silk, because they're insulators. So they insulate the energy. So you won't wear any jewelry. If you do, when people do bring jewelry, I just have them take it off because usually it's contaminated with all their thought forms and emotions.
Oh. Uh-huh.
So I'd have them take it off and then I clean it with my spray or I just bless it and clean
Mm.
over it.
Nice.
So yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah,
Sounds like a great opportunity for people for sure.
you're starting to sound like you want a session now. You're like,
I
I
do.
want a session right
How's that going to work though if I've got the
now.
table also?
You're like, I see your eyes. You're like, I'm visualizing myself in
I
that.
know, for sure, for sure. I have loved doing these interviews so much because I love getting to know all the service providers and vendors are just so wonderful and so amazing, which I think is part of the reason why the energy at this fair is just off the charts. You know,
Yeah.
I've been encouraging people to come and spend the day, like just walk around, be in the energy, see who resonates with you, have sessions with different people, buy some crystals and some cookies.
Yes. 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 I think this is a great idea. I really do. I think it's beautiful because
Mhm.
Kathy is a very special person. We go back, a few years back before when we met, and the minute she told me she was doing this, and I was ready to go and be one of the first ones in line to support her, and I
Yeah,
knew she would have the right type of environment, and we just been on that same frequency. So I'm really proud to be a part of what she's building and creating. So I'm glad you are doing this to really
mhm.
help to enhance
Yeah,
that. Make people just need to be aware because sometimes there'll be something so good, but it doesn't matter if you don't know about it.
right. Well, and these interviews give people a chance to learn a little more about the different providers and what they're offering. Because when you're just there and you're walking around looking at the tables, it's sometimes hard to
Right.
discern, what exactly is being offered here.
Correct. Correct. So I hope I did a good job at
You did a great job.
laying it out.
We're going to get your schedule filled up before you even get there.
I hadn't talked to Kathy about this, but I wanted to offer some because one of the things I've noticed is I have a very beautiful ability and gift to do prayers and healing prayers.
Mm,
And I know sometimes people can do talks, and I was something I haven't offered before, but I was thinking I wonder if I could maybe create where I do once or twice, even if just one time, this time a group healing.
mm,
So it'll be let's say $5 or $10 or something for people to come in.
mhm.
I take them through the preparation process and do a larger group of people,
Yeah.
do have them go through and experience a divine healing right
Nice.
there as a group. Because when you multiply the people and everybody's on one accord,
Yeah.
it's magnified.
Yeah. Man, I thought you were going to say it's magical.
It is. The
That
magic is
too.
magnified. It really is. So I would
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
to, I can even see the process taking them through the preparation, breathing, moving their bodies to open up the channels,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
then doing the prayer and having them really feel and receive that. So I think that I'm gonna ask Kathy if there's a spot, even if I just do it once, maybe like at 3 o'clock or something,
Yeah.
I can start incorporating that because I'm gonna start having someone else probably do the healing, individual healings. I'm still
Mm-hmm.
gonna do those, but to help me do those so I can set that up. So
Right. Right.
yeah.
All
So we'll
right.
see.
So,
I know I'm first saying it now, but I asked her yet.
well, so our friends just need to come to the fair, right? And find out, is this
Yeah,
going to happen? Can you be
yeah,
part of
yeah,
it?
yeah.
You got to come to the fair, friends. All right. Anything else
Exactly.
as we wrap up?
Um, no, I'll just say to all those watching the video, thank you for your interest and may you be blessed, may you be healed, may you feel lots of love and healing and your hearts be open to receive something for yourself that ends up impacting all those that you love.
Mm,
And with deepest gratitude, respect, and love and full faith, so be it.
beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you for that. That's awesome.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you, Trey.
All
Appreciate your
right.
time.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
All
Bye-bye.
right, friends. So make sure that you come out to the Galveston Metaphysical and Healing Fair on April the 6th at the Galveston Convention Center. We open at 10 a.m. So be there early, get signed up, and have a session with Trey. You will appreciate it, I'm sure. See you at the fair. Bye for now.